Hey everybody, it's Scotty B coming at you with another guide. This is going to be a basic combat guide, different fighting styles, how to level, and all that stuff. So in this game, there's three different fighting styles. There's attack or melee. Attack is melee. There is archery, which is ranged using bows and arrows, and then there's sorcery that uses magic with staffs and books. So the first one, attack. You have to use attack. You have to use melee weapons to level up attack. Level 25 you can dual wield, but up until then you can use a sword and a shield. So, which is basic stuff, obviously. The next one after that is archery, ranged. The thing with archery is you have to match your bow with your arrows. So, like adamant is the third tier ranging stuff, and below it is iron and bronze. But the thing is you can't use bronze and iron arrows with an adamant bow. You have to use an adamant bow with adamant arrows, and that will have ranging equipment to match. Basically, the arrows you don't have to equip as long as they're in your inventory. You're good to go. They will use them. So boom, attack, just like that. The next one is sorcery, which is my favorite. That's why it's the highest for me, level 60. This one's a little tricky, and it's the most expensive, but it also has the most damage. Some people don't think it does, but I think it does, because with magic, or sorcery rather, you max hit every single time, no matter what, with your basic attacks. So I just hit a cow 222. That's my max. I hit it again. Oh, see, it's not working. It's out of range, but hit it again 222. So you max hit with it every time, no matter what, which is why I like using it. See, with melee, hit a 31, hit a 2, hit a 37. But the thing is, with melee gear, it'll boost your attack, so you can hit harder. There you go, 131. Archery is the same way. It hits different numbers, but there is the thing with sorcery is you cannot critical hit. You cannot critical hit. Also with sorcery, you can buy staffs like this water staff. It says it must be enchanted. The thing with that is if you equip a staff that is not enchanted and you go to try to attack, you can't attack. You have to use spells which cost mana. So that's that. But then if you get a staff, you can enchant it, and each staff requires a certain number of soul stones, and the higher tier staffs, they require more soul stones. So my mystic staff is enchanted, so if I go to attack with it, I can attack using a magic missile, basically. And it doesn't cost any mana either, but I can still use spells, obviously. The thing is with sorcery too is your spells. So you have a spell book here, and you have certain different spells. If you look at them, if you look at your spells, there's uses right there below the image of it. The uses isn't how many you have left. The uses are how many you have until it levels up. So like conflict, whatever the hell it's called, it's at max rank. It starts at ignite, and you have to use it 250 times until you get to the next level. But there is one before. There's 3 tiers of that. So like with the ice spell, Glaciate, it starts out as freeze, but you have to use it 500 times. The cool thing though is once you use freeze 500 times, it turns into Glaciate, and then you go back and you buy the freeze spell again, and you can use that freeze spell in your bar, and you'll have basically 2 freezes. So, and it won't level up again, so you'll have 2. So you start with the cow, you attack it with my number Glaciate, see it's on cooldown. Now I can sit there and freeze another cow with my number 4. Boom, it doesn't level up because you already have one. So, and you can do that with every single spell as well. Like Insta Heal starts out as self heal, and you have to use it 300 times for it to upgrade to Insta Heal. And then you got the same thing with minor heal other. You have to use it 500 times to get major heal other, and it's a really good spell to have, especially if you're like boss fighting with your team. or your party. And the thing is, though, is you can only have 4 people per party. And there's also buff spells for sorcery. Like I have a mage buff spell, which is up here in the top. I haven't leveled this one up yet because it has such a long cooldown. So that's the basics with that stuff. Now the last combat skill is endurance. The only way to level endurance up is by taking damage. Each hit you take, you gain XP. The more damage you take by a monster, the more endurance experience you gain. So like if I was to fight a cow, it wouldn't hit me at all because I'm too high of level. So I wouldn't gain any experience from it. But endurance increases your health points. So it's good to level up endurance. It's good. And also, if you look here, so this attack armor requires 15 endurance to wield. But if you go into the highest tier, well, this isn't the highest tier, it's a higher tier magic set, the Mystic, it requires 30 endurance and 45 sorcery. And the same goes with this book too. You can either equip an orb or a book for sorcery. Books have higher source or higher stats, but they require more. Like see, it requires 50 sorcery and 30 endurance. But that's the basics with the combat. So if you guys have any more questions, leave a comment. Please like and subscribe if you liked it. Anything I can improve on, let me know. And thanks for watching.